Hello there. It's just over 8 weeks until the Blackpool Pleasure Beach 2023 season begins, so I thought it's about time I did a closed season update, or should I say a pre-season update, here on Your Experience Guide. I nearly called it the old channel name there. So today there's a few things to talk about that have been going on at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and the first place to start is Big Dipper. Now, when I was driving up to Blackpool Pleasure Beach to do this update, I had no idea what I was going to arrive in Blackpool to see. Now, unfortunately, because I didn't know what was going on with the Big Dipper, I didn't quite see it all happening. However, let's talk about it. So whether you call it the teardrop, the onion, the flame, Big Dipper's iconic onion, let's say, has been removed. So why has it been removed? Well, they're removing it so that they can spruce it up ahead of Big Dipper's 100th anniversary season at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Staying on the subject of Big Dipper then, there was also some track work going on. We did report back in November that the Big Dipper was going to be having some retracking work done, and that retracking work was already in progress when we last did a Blackpool Pleasure Beach vlog in November. Of course, it was just the start of the work then, whereas what I saw when filming this update was there was workmen up in that area of the ride, taking more of the track work up, doing lots of hammering, doing lots of inspecting. Again, because of where it is, right next to the Big Blue, it's not the easiest area of the ride to film. However, I hope that the shots that have been on screen do give a little bit of an idea of the work that's been going on. Moving on from Big Dipper, it's something quite exciting to talk about actually, and over the closed season, a lot of markings have appeared in front of and behind the Bolodrome arcade building at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. But recently, there was ground testing machinery spotted on that car park behind the arcade, and that suggests that something is going to be happening in that area. Whether it happens for this year, unlikely, or next year, remains to be seen. But Blackpool Pleasure Beach definitely appear to be planning to be doing something in the Bolodrome area. It is my understanding that the Bolodrome arcade will still be at Blackpool Pleasure Beach in 2023, which, like I say, does rule out the likelihood of something big going in that space, unless, of course, it is the rumoured big wheel, because that could go between the arcade building and between the big one on that car park. Whether that will be done, I'm not 100% sure at this point, but there does appear to be something going on in that space. Whether Blackpool Pleasure Beach are building a big wheel or a new roller coaster in that space, it's always exciting to see Blackpool Pleasure Beach doing something new. Moving on again, I'm sure there's lots of anticipation for Valhalla in 2023, with a lot of people hoping it would open in 2022. Of course, that did not happen. I'm fairly confident that Valhalla is going to open in 2023. I'm actually very confident it's going to open before Easter in 2023. If I'm wrong, I'm sure this will be played back on Twitter many times saying, Scott, you got it wrong. But that is just a prediction. Unfortunately, when I filmed this update, there was very little going on with Valhalla, so there was no point in me filming anything. I would have just been filming the facade with no waterfalls on or anything like that. However, this photo was recently shared in PBE chat on Facebook, which showed that the waterfalls had been switched on, and that's the first time anyone had seen them on in a very long time, whilst Valhalla's been closed for its reimagining. Towards the end of 2022, there was a lot of rumours about Grand National never reopening again after the end of the 2022 season, and the rumour was reported by Attraction Images on Twitter, and it was creating a lot of debate. Will Grand National return in 2023? Will it get retracked by a wooden coaster manufacturer and reopen this year or next year? And there was so many rumours going around. Of course, people predicting it might get an RMC conversion or just close forever, and there was a lot of talk about it when those rumours came out. But I am pleased to report that there is work going on the Grand National, so I am quite confident that it isn't going to be closed in 2023 as originally rumoured. I do hope that that is not the case. Obviously, I hope it's open. It is the best woody in the country, and to see Blackpool Pleasure Beach staff up on the structure, working on it like they were last closed season, is an encouraging sign that the Grand National is not closing, is not having any significant changes made to it. It is probably just getting a little retrack again to preserve what it is and to keep it going in its current form. Now, I'm sure As always with the Grand National, lots of debate will be had over the 2023 season, whether it's the best woody in the country, the roughest woody in the country, this, that and the other, RMC conversions, all the usual Grand National conversation. But I'm fairly confident that it'll reopen pretty much as it is, with a bit of retracking work done, same trains, nothing really to write home about other than it's just a good old Grand National as we know it, maybe a little bit smoother following some more retracking work. Sticking with the subject of wooden roller coasters, the structures team at Blackpool Pleasure Beach are clearly going to be very busy in the weeks leading up to the new season, because Nickelodeon Streak is having track work done as well. And it was very similar to what I saw going on the Big Dipper and on the Grand National last year and this year, where there's people up on the structure, working on the track. It's exciting to think that these classic wooden roller coasters that have thrilled generation after generation are once again being preserved by Blackpool Pleasure Beach. They're having track work done, structural work done, basically securing their legacy and securing their future at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I'm certain that these rides are not going to be converted to hybrid coasters or anything like that. I'm sure Blackpool Pleasure Beach want to keep them as they are, but keep them enjoyable, keep them re-rideable, and just keep them as close to what they've always been as possible. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on all three of those as much as I can. I will be doing regular close season, or should I say pre-season updates, as we get closer and closer and closer towards the Blackpool Pleasure Beach 2023 season. And lastly is the big one. The big one, as you may have seen from our video back in December, it is having more retracking work done this winter. There was quite a lot of track sections taken out a couple of weeks before Christmas. The new track is not yet on site at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. However, the progress with the new track, as far as I know, is really good. It's coming on really well, and it will be delivered well before the new season starts. Whether that guarantees it'll open on opening day or not, I can't say for sure. I really can't. I hope it will be open on opening day, but as we saw last year, things do get held up. As we've seen with Valhalla, things do get unexpectedly held up. But I do think that the new track will be lifted in well before opening weekend, and that is always a good sign that it'll open with the park. Going back to the subject of Valhalla, actually, I'm not actually sure if Valhalla will open on opening day, but like I said earlier, I am convinced it will open in 2023 and before Easter. Same with the big one. Same with the big one as well. And same with the wooden coasters. Even Big Dipper, with all the work that's going on. I think Blackpool Pleasure Beach opening day, this is just a prediction. I really don't know. I don't know if there's any planned ride closures on opening weekend as far as the Pleasure Beach goes. But I'm confident that the park is going to open with a better ride lineup than it did in 2022, when the big one, Grand National and Valhalla, were all closed at the start of the season. That's all from me today. In the next update, I will remember to take a look at the progress of the new retail shop, which is being put in where the old ticket sales area was in the casino building, and I will focus more on the work going on the wooden roller coasters. But for now, that's all from me. Hope you've enjoyed the first pre-season update of 2023, and if you have, please hit the thumbs up button. It really does help the channel. It helps unbelievably. So please, if you do enjoy videos like this, please give it a like. Many thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.